My name's Patrick Kennedy, a partner at Kennedy Nolan, which was established 25 years ago with Rachel Nolan. I'm sitting here in Always, a house in Flinders, which Kennedy Nolan recently completed. This house looks and feels like a beach house. It's relaxed, it's casual, but it's also extremely high performing, and I guess that's different to a lot of Australian beach houses in that, in terms of thermal comfort, it's extremely comfortable and also very energy efficient. So it's a building which hides its high performance under a casual appearance. We were really concerned not to have the house as a visible presence from the street, and even from the beach, it should recede into the landscape over time. And so what we did was to embed it into the landscape, to pull it into the side of the cliff, so that over time it would be less and less visible. Our client is a great friend of the Indigenous designer Jake Nash, and she approached Jake to design the core 10 gates which you see on the house. And she also asked him to name the house, and he named it Always, a name which really resonated with our client. The obvious reference being the principle of always was, always will be Aboriginal land. There are several parts to this house. At the top of the site is a guest house, and as you move down the cliff, you enter through a stone wall into an entry deck, and from that deck there are several pathways into the house. One of the challenges in building on this part of Western Port Bay is that geologically it's one of the most difficult soil conditions that you can find in Victoria. The way we had to deal with that was really through structure, and the house is on 80 15-metre deep concrete piles, which is pretty extreme, but it means that it stabilises the cliff as well as ensures the safety of this house. The planning is deliberately informal. It's designed to make you experience the landscape. So often you will have to go outside, or you can go outside. It's not all about being inside and moving around the house that way. From that perspective, you can exit a lot of the rooms directly into different parts of the landscape, into the garden, which was designed by Amanda Oliver, but also into rewilded parts of the site as well. We also worked very carefully on the colour palette. We made sure that there were no extreme contrasts, and in fact we looked at something which was really tonal. Our client has a strong interest in Indigenous art, which provided a really great cue for us for some of the colour schemes, and of course natural materials which have their own colour. We have a particular approach to sunlight, to natural light in our practice. We love to be in the light, we love to see the sun, to be in the sun, but we're also aware that in Australia that can sometimes be an uncomfortable thing. In this house, we really do embrace darkness as well, or beautiful gloom. The interiors are all lined in very natural materials, they're non-reflective and they're quite intense in terms of their colour. So you will find that there are places in this house which are quite dark, and then from those you move into the light. By making that contrast, you're much more aware of light when you're in it. And also there's a softness to it, a sense of retreat. We have extensive areas of timber, and we have rough stone floors, and there are lots of fabrics and textiles and rugs. Everything about the house is about reinforcing an overall colour scheme which is tonal rather than contrasting. And to do that, we've excluded black and white as much as we possibly can, and tried to keep the palette a complementary tonal range which speaks of the earth. When I think about what I'm most proud of with this project, I think it's that it's a collaboration with Amanda Oliver again, and also with our client, and that it's a house which is going to improve with age. It feels like it's a place which is going to belong to this landscape over time.